Hello everybody, my name is Teddy Kim, and today I went to Baskin Robbins, so I got some dry ice here. So I thought this was a great opportunity to shoot a video about dry ice. The thing I want to show you here is that if I put my mic over here, you might hear something a little funny. What happens is that this, whatever it's called, is very hot compared to this dry ice, because this thing is like minus 140, maybe it's not that much, but something. I said Celsius, degrees Celsius, but anyways, and this is about 20 degrees, normal, or maybe a little bit more hotter than the average temperature of Earth, and but still, like what happens is this thingy is too hot, so when I pinch this, this dry ice vibrates because it's making little bits of air, because this is too hot, because this is basically frozen CO2. So it's making little CO2 gases when I touch this, because it is too hot for this thingy. So what happens is I have a normal plate here and I put dry ice on it. You might see it vibrating, and it makes this awful racket because of the same reason I told you. Because the plate is too hot for the dry ice keeps making CO2 gases, and that makes it vibrate up and down, because if you look down there, there's a little layer of gas, and the dry ice is too heavy for that, so it goes up and down, but I think now the plate is cold enough, so the dry ice is making gas a little more slower. So now what's happening is it's not making any more noise. So if I push this a bit, yep, again, like that. Now I'm gonna do the second thing with the dry ice. The first thing was the vibrating and making an awful racket thing. And the second one is the dry ice being super hydrophobic. And I'll show you. This is the cold spot from earlier. And oh, and also, dry ice is very cold, so what you can do, this is a bit of a broken spoit, but anyways, I'll spray some water on the plate, then I'll lump the dry ice on top. Now, it is not vibrating or making a racket, because the water is turning into ice. The water is not making the dry ice not vibrate by getting cold. And well, if you ever flapped your arm, it's easy to flap it in the air than inside water. So I think the water is that way, making the dry ice not vibrate. And also, this is very cold, so it's making it into ice, as you can see here. You can see the little white stuff, that's the ice. And now, the hydrophobic bit. If you spray water on top, it goes zoom and flies away. No single bit lands on the dry ice. And you can see it becomes a very, the water becomes a very circly sphere. Even if I try to put it on top, it just, oh, I think I'm, no, I did it. It just flies away. That's, the reason is because the water is very hot compared to the dry ice. The dry ice is a cool fellow, so the water makes the dry ice turn into CO2 gas, and that way pushes the water up. So that's and the gravity pulls it down. So even if it's only a little bit tilted, the water just the water just flies away really fastly. And I think the little water particles stuck onto the dry ice, because you can see these little white stuff. Those are those are ice particles. And if I put water on it, it washes away. Okay, I managed to make a hole in the dry ice by doing this with this point. And that way, like that, I can put water on it now. Like that. But it is still very hydrophobic. So, and you might have seen it, like seen the CO2 gas bits shooting out from beneath the water. And as I said, it is still hydrophobic. So, oh, wait a second. I think, yes, this water, this bit of water has become ice. I can't get it out. I think it melted. As you saw there, this stuff, the dry ice, is very cold, so that's making the water freeze very fast. Like, if I just wait like 10 seconds, I think that's about 10 seconds now. Poke it, you can see that the water has frozen and unfrozen very quick. Okay, let's just hop straight on to the third experiment. Oh, well, look. The gas is shooting out of beneath the water. Wait a minute. I'll pop it out, and you can see the gas shooting out from beneath. And also the dry ice is making a rather cool shape. Now it's gone though. Anyways, oh yeah, before the third experiment, you see solid ice. This is water ice, not dried ice. And now the third experiment. This is the second dry ice that I had. Oh my. These are these are ice over here, water ice. These are frozen solid. You can see the dry ice is very cold, and also, as you saw, the dry ice, or when the dry ice turns into gas, it becomes a bit smoky, so you can do something like this. If you look into the cup and look at the dried ice, the gas, the layer of gas is all over the dried ice. So you can see, you don't see just a white surface. You see a bubbly thingy around the ice, the dried ice. And also, if you look at the bubbles coming up, you can see that there's white stuff in it, and that's this gas. Okay, that's all that I wanted to do today, and my mom is looking at the plate and thinking what to do with the plate. And I think I'm gonna end it here, so bye.